Praise the Lord. Here we are, another Wednesday coming together for Midweek Manna. I want you to stay tuned every Wednesday for the rest of the summer. Midweek Manna is going to be on and popping every Wednesday. Typically, we do every other Wednesday, but for the rest of the summer, we're going to be doing every other Wednesday. So I do encourage you all to tune in. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6 says, "And without faith, it is impossible to please God. Because those who come to him must believe that God is, and God is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him." I watched this past Sunday the BET Awards. They recognized Usher as the trailblazer for 2024. It brought great joy to watch the performances, even though I didn't agree with those who were selected. But that's another conversation. But they celebrated his 30-year career span. It made me think about our celebration and our reward for those who walk this Christian life. That in order for us to be commended by God, it requires us to have faith. Faith is a active thing. Faith is not something that is idle and something that we just keep dormant, but rather faith is actively believing in God. Though we cannot see God, we can still yet feel God, encounter God. We can worship God. The Hebrew writer says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That in order for us to be commended, we have to operate in faith. But not only do we operate in faith, we must believe that God exists. And I don't know about you all, but when I look at my life over time and even in the present time, I know that God exists and that God is real, that God is a keeper. But God not only exists, but God is a rewarder of those who earnestly seek him. God is a rewarder to those who trust his promises. God is a rewarder who trusts his power. God is a rewarder to those who trust his plan. And so as you continue to go throughout this week, be reminded that God has a reward for those who operate in faith, and that God has a reward for those who believe that God is, that God exists. And regardless of where we may find ourselves as we continue to live throughout life, regardless of the storms, the trials, the tumultuous times that we may encounter, we serve a God who is alive, who is always looking out for our best interests and rewards us for our faithfulness. Continue to be blessed. May God continue to smile upon you and grant you his peace as you go. God bless you.